Breaking: Nnamdi Kanu files ₦550 million lawsuit against Nigerian Medical Association over alleged fake medical reports. Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to Gist Angle, your hub for hot gist and verified news updates. Today, we bring you a fresh development in the long-running saga of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB. In a surprising move, Nnamdi Kanu has reportedly filed a ₦550 million lawsuit against the Nigerian Medical Association (NMA) and 10 doctors. Why is this? He claims the NMA prepared a medical report allegedly used in court that is fake and misrepresented his health condition, which he says contributed to the denial of his bail. This lawsuit could change the dynamics of his ongoing trial, and today we break it down for you section by section. So why did Kanu go after the NMA? Here is the background. Earlier this year, the court ordered the NMA to examine Kanu's health and submit a medical report to verify his condition. The NMA panel submitted its report, claiming Kanu was medically fit to stand trial. Kanu's lawyers argued that this report was flawed, that he was not examined properly, and that critical health concerns were ignored. According to one of his lawyers, Barrister Mazi Nnamdi, the report was produced informally in a DSS facility and not a proper clinical evaluation, yet it was used in court to deny him bail. Because of this, Kanu says he has suffered legal and reputational damages, hence the ₦550 million claim. What did Kanu's lawyers say? In a video released on Friday, Barrister Nnamdi explained the court asked for a proper medical evaluation. What was delivered was a document that did not follow due process, and it was used against our client. That is why we are asking ₦550 million in damages.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is the FCT High Court, Abuja. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed a ₦550 million suit against the Nigerian Medical Council and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him. And the court ordered that they should examine Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but that they never did. So they went to wrote what they call medical report, and it was that medical report that made the court to refuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bail. So based on that, we have written to them, and they did not show any remorse. So we have filed a suit against them. It's ₦550 million suit against Nigerian Medical Council and other medical doctors. So that is the position. Thanks and God bless you.
Kanu's legal team insists this lawsuit is not just about money, but about justice, accountability, and medical ethics. They claim the NMA's reports violated doctor-patient confidentiality and that information was allegedly shared with the Attorney General of the Federation without Kanu's consent. IPOB, through its spokesperson, called the NMA report invalid and ethically compromised. They allege that the NMA worked with DSS and the AGF to influence the court, that the report did not reflect a real medical evaluation, that its use in court undermines both medical ethics and Kanu's rights as a detainee. IPOB further warned that allowing such reports to be used in legal proceedings sets a dangerous precedent, especially for high-profile detainees. What are the implications of this for the NMA and DSS? If the court finds that the NMA and DSS were involved in producing or submitting a fake report, the consequences could be severe. For the NMA, their professional integrity would be seriously questioned. Doctors involved could face disciplinary action or deregistration. It could lead to reforms in how medical reports are used in court, particularly for political or security-sensitive cases. For the DSS, alleged involvement in submitting a fake report could be seen as tampering with judicial process. This might trigger investigations into the agency's role in high-profile trials. Public trust in the DSS could be undermined, affecting future cooperation with the judiciary. For the court, a fake report could invalidate prior court decisions, including restrictions placed on Kanu. Judges might demand fresh verification or an independent medical evaluation. This could delay the trial, giving both sides time to argue the legitimacy of evidence. In short, admitting to a fake or flawed report could shake the credibility of medical and security institutions in Nigeria and potentially affect all ongoing and future trials involving sensitive political figures. Why the lawsuit matters now? To understand the weight of this case, we have to consider the timing. The Federal High Court had set a crucial judgment in Kanu's case for November 20, 2025. By filing this lawsuit, Kanu is raising serious questions about the authenticity of evidence used in his trial. This could potentially delay the hearing if the court orders investigations into the report or demands verification. Essentially, Kanu is challenging the integrity of the process itself, and this makes the case highly significant, not just for him, but for Nigeria's judicial and security systems. What has been the reaction so far? The news has sparked a lot of discussion across social media and legal circles. Kanu's supporters see this as a bold and necessary move to protect justice. They believe the lawsuit could expose corruption and misuse of authority. Critics argue that this might just be another delay tactic, a way to stall the November 20 judgment. Legal experts are split. Some say Kanu has a strong point. If evidence is falsified, the trial's integrity is compromised. Others believe the court may continue as scheduled, seeing the challenge as tactically defensive. Either way, the narrative has put the NMA, DSS, and the judiciary under the spotlight. Now, what does this mean for November 20 hearing? If the court takes the claim seriously, the hearing could be postponed. A verification process or independent medical evaluation may be ordered. This could extend the case timeline by weeks or even months. But if the court dismisses the claim, the judgment would proceed as planned. Kanu could still appeal, but the credibility battle would continue in parallel. Now, what are the political and social implications? 1. Political weight. Kanu's case is highly symbolic in the Southeast. Any development in his trial has national attention. 2. Public trust. If the allegations are proven, Nigerians might question the neutrality of institutions in handling politically sensitive cases. And 3. Judicial precedent. This could set a precedent for how courts handle evidence and institutional accountability in high-profile trials. So this lawsuit is more than just a legal battle. It could reshape perception of justice in Nigeria. As the case unfolds, here is what we need to follow closely. How the court responds to Kanu's 550 million naira lawsuit, whether the NMA and DSS admit to or defend against the allegations. Also, what impact this has on the November 20 Federal High Court judgment. So my people, this is where we end the gist for now. We'll keep tracking this story and bring you verified updates as soon as they drop. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
It's just Angle.